What up, Nelly?
What up, pimp? What's up?
How you been?
I'm good. How you?
Good. What you been doing? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, man. Just working.
Busy?
Yeah, hanging.
All right. I love that you're hanging, and he's back. By the way, I just played a track with you and Fergie the other day, which is so hot. How'd you guys end up together on this track?
Actually through my man Polo, man. But me and Fergie have been talking about doing something for a minute, especially when she jumped out and she did her record. We didn't get a chance to collab on the first joint, but we definitely wanted to hook up, and this was the perfect opportunity.
Is that on your album, Brass Knuckles?
Yeah, it's on Brass Knuckles.
When is that coming out?
June 24th.
Tell me about the album.
The album is crazy, man. I don't want to be like, yo, this is my best album ever. I really
I'll say it.
I'll say
it. Yo, it's his best album ever. I haven't heard it yet, but I'll say
it. Nah. I believe like that's for your fans to decide. You know what I'm saying? But What I will say is that whatever album you come to love of Nelly, this has to be right up there, man. It's ridiculous, man. Party People, the single. I got my man Jermaine Dupri producing on that, as well as Polo, who produced the Party People joint. Akon, J-Lac, which is Usher's little brother, he produced the track me and Usher on. I got a track called Stepped on My J's with me, Jermaine, and Sierra. That's crazy. I got a track on there called Self-Esteem that I did with the great Chuck D. Man, from Public Enemy. Which is really incredible. I'm really feeling that one. And of course, my family, the St. Lunatics, and a new artist of mine by the name of Avery Storm. So it's hot, man. I can't wait.
Nelly, why is it called Brass Knuckles?
Well, it's kind of like on my Guns N' Roses theory.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the best way I could describe just how hard that this album would hit you, man. I mean, I got, songs, of course, a bunch of solo songs, but I also got collaborations like myself, T.I.L.L. Cool J on the track.
Right.
Which is incredible. It's called Hold Up. So
he mogulizes. He doesn't just stay in one world. He has multi-universes, multi-platforms. He's mogulizing. He's also a part of this show, Iron Ring on BET. How'd you get into managing a mixed martial arts team, Nelly?
Man, I love boxing. I love UFC fighting.
That's good.
And when they approached me with the idea, I was like, well, if one thing St. Louis can do is we can bang. So I like, this is a no-brainer.
Easy. This is turnkey for Nelly.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're also getting quite a bit of love for the Apple Bottom Jeans in the Flow Riders song Low.
Yeah, big shout out to him, man. Big shout out and congratulations to him too, man. He's killing this.
No, that song is, it's all the way to the top. And he's got a great story. He got on a bus, he came out here, he had nothing, he put his bag down, his bag was stolen. Like the only bag he had of stuff when he got here was stolen on the street, because he told me he put his bag down by a bus stop and figured he could just leave it there while he went shopping at the Beverly Center, but not really shopping, just sort of walking. Yeah. And he came back and the bag was gone. I'm like, dude, who leaves their stuff on the corner of the street and thinks it's going to be there when they come back in a big city?
Yeah, in any city, a small city.
But the Apple Bottom Jeans, that's your clothing line, right?
Yeah. It's my female. We just celebrated our 5th anniversary, man. I mean, we've been getting love from everybody, from, of course, that song. Oprah's had it on one of her greatest gifts, one of her gift giveaway shows. We've had some of everybody, man. I mean, the love has been, overwhelming. So, and to branch out like that in only 5 years is incredible.
It's great. You're always doing it, man. I love the hustle.
You feel me? So, Nelly, what's been going on with you, man?
Nothing, man. Just working. About to drop my new album, Brass Knuckles, coming out August 19th. First single, Jumping Off, Party People, featuring my girl Fergie. Got another joint we about to do, Stepped on My J's. Also got another joint we about to get popping, Body on Me with Akon and Ashanti. So we trying to get that hot.
Every time I go to Foot Locker, because they got this sale for Adidas, you get 2 for $89. I know you don't care about it, but they always be playing your song. That Shorty, what's your name? What's your name? Yeah. How was that single for you?
Let me tell you what, Shorty, what your name is, man. That's not even on the album. You know what I'm saying? That was due to something that I had to do something, man, that I thought was going to benefit me in the long run, and that was never meant to go on my album. I was going through some stuff with my label. I felt I was owed monies for work that I did previously, like me first getting into this game, and I just felt like, yo, I'm steady giving out myself, but I'm not getting what I'm owed.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? And contractually, I had to give a single by a certain time. So they didn't say what single. They didn't say I had to turn in the album. They didn't say I had to promote the single. They didn't say I had to promote the album. They just said turn in the single. Okay, here, take this.
Take that.
Listen, I stand by everything I do. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't saying that I stand by everything I do, but it was never meant to be a single. If you hear Brass Knuckles, you hear that.
You put some quality and some love in it.
Well, where would it go? You know what I'm saying? If you hear the album, you like, where did that song come from? You know what I'm saying? But it's just like a thing where, man, hopefully what I've done have made it easier for myself and other artists to make it that easy. And actually, the young lady that walked out of it was a big part of getting that thing settled, Sylvia Roan. Okay. You know what I'm saying? She came in and she helped handle that situation. So a big shout out to the sister and getting that, where it need to be. So we here now.
So what's next? What's next?
The St. Lunatics project. We're working on that. Definitely. Murphy Lee has an album coming out. He's got a song that's bananas that you're gonna be hearing from real soon. Cool. I got an artist by the name of Avery Storm, which a lot of y'all might know from the Nasty Girl remix. On the Biggie Duets album, he was with me and Puff and Jagged Edge. He's the only white boy with cornrows. You can't miss him in the video. You know what I'm saying? So he got an album. He got a song coming out called Terrified featuring Jada Kiss. That's ill. You know what I'm saying? And he's from New York too, so stand up. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely.
Why not? Before we get out of here, I know you got some shout outs or some things that you want to give out. I mean, hold on. I gotta say this because you stand beside one of the hottest ladies in the game. Things still good with that?
Yeah, we're friends, man. You know what I'm saying? She has a project coming out. Y'all go out and support that. She has a song that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? The Way That I Love You is banging. You know what I'm saying? I told her to put that out a long time ago. She had that fucking song for like a year and some change, man. It's a crazy song.
She had My Girl going through My Sidekick LX.
Yeah. That's how you know she got a hit.
Goodness.
That's how you know she got a hit. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to her because she's a hard worker. I think people don't realize just how hard of a worker she is. Like, this girl write everything. She writes everything. You feel what I'm saying? She's always written everything for her, J-Lo, everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's her. You know what I'm saying? That ain't, you get a lot of people want to take credit for her talent. You know what I'm saying? And it's her talent. Now, I agree that we all need direction, and a lot of people there to give us direction, but that don't mean that, you hold the sword in your hand. So.
And we also saw you in the BET show. You ain't looking pretty happy, like you was losing on your money or something like that. The poker joint.
It was all for charity, all for charity. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's hard to play, because I play for real. It's hard to play when you play seriously and you playing with a bunch of people who really don't play. So it's not like they're playing by poker ethics,
right,
or anything. They're just playing. They're just there to have fun. So you got to keep that mentality when you're going. Just have fun, because it's still gambling and it's still a luck.
Okay, cool.
If you ever in St. Louis, make sure y'all get down and check out my new sports bar downtown. It's called Skybox. It's right across the street from the Dome. You know what I'm saying? I just purchased a whole city block downtown St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? So we got that. We got some other things going up in that vicinity as well. But Skybox is open, so if you get a chance to get down there, make sure you check it out. So and thanks for everybody supporting Apple Bottoms. Let me say that. We just celebrated our 5th year anniversary earlier this year.
You got the girls looking so mean in the Apple Bottoms, D. Oh my God, we're gonna help you out. Do an Apple Bottom search, something like that. Got you.
That's crazy. That's what's up. And besides that, man, that's it, man. Just shout out to the fans for supporting me. Shout out to the haters for supporting me. Because we need everybody in this world. Check it out. It's the Sauce. It's the Hip Hop Bible.
It's been a while since you have an album out.
Yeah. Got a new project coming out right now. It's called Brass Knuckles.
When's the release date for that?
The release date for that, it was June 24th. It was June 24th, but I think we might adjust it again to a little bit, push it back a little bit time in August. So, what did they say? August 19th?
Where'd the name come from, Brass Knuckles?
The name came from, it was the best way I could describe just how hard I thought the album would hit. Best symbolic way that I could personally say, like, brass knuckles, like, bow. It's not a violent thing, that's not my forte, but the album is so aggressive, it's so up-tempo, it's so energetic that, it's just like, So if you ever been hit with a set of brass knuckles, that's how hard this album is. Yeah, me neither.
Hope
but
not.
you know, I've seen people and leaves a
Not
nasty
good?
mark. Nah, it's not.
So you're just trying to make a mark.
So I'm trying to make a mark.
All right. So what guest stars can we hear from the album?
I got a few collaborations on here. I got everybody from me, T.I., LL Cool J on a song called Hold Up. I also got a collaboration with me, Sierra, and Jermaine Dupri on the album called Stepped on My J's. I got a song on there called Long Night with Usher. I've got a song called Self Esteem with the legendary Chuck D. I've got a song on there with Akon called Body on Me.
A lot.
Yeah, man. Pharrell Williams is on the album. Let It Go, Lil Mama, produced by the Neptunes. And I also have Polo the Don produced on 4 tracks on the album. My man Low. Also, I got the St. Lunatics on the album as well. You know, definitely got my family on there. Yeah, of course. And I have a new artist by the name of Avery Storm, who you guys are going to hear from real soon. He's also on the album.
So how is Brass Knuckles different from your last albums?
Brass Knuckles is different in the whole as to being a lot of my other albums. Every time I drop, I try to do things differently, and this is no exception. You know, it's been 4 years since my last album, like I said, and just the growth in it, and just trying to find out now.
Can we expect anything like that on this album?
No, not really on this album. I'm not saying never will I do that again, but not on this album. Like I said again, this album is Brass Knuckles. You know, it's more or less the energy, the aggressiveness of it all. So I tried to stick to that, and when I did do certain songs that were more melodic, so that they would stand out more. You know, some of the other albums that I did, like Nellyville and Suit, it was a little bit more melodic songs than most, but on this one, it's not as many, but the ones that are on there, they kind of stand out and they have a purpose.
What's been the biggest difficulty so far producing Brass Knuckles and getting it out there?
Just making sure it's right. You know, when you're an artist and you create and, you know, you come up with your own concepts and your own things, it's a different feel, and I think you just, you know, really just getting everything together and as a whole.
All right, aside from your album, what do you think about the current state of hip-hop right now?
I think people need to stop taking everything so seriously as a whole, you know. Yeah, because it's real hypocritical in a way that hip-hop was created by the youth. So why are old people trying to control it? You feel what I'm saying? It's like, yo, it was created by the youth. It was created for the youth. And then when the youth comes along and they having fun with it, first thing we want to do is knock it.
So what would you like to see more of in the industry?
Just more creativity, you know. I would say that in everything, in hip-hop and R&B and all of it. Just needs to be more creativity in the music. I think people are following the blueprint too much. You know, people are seeing what works for another artist and they're kind of jumping on that bandwagon instead of coming up and creating your own entity and your own style. You know, that's why we don't have as many artists as people would like to have. You know, it's just more or less of a slew of manufacturers, you know.
Right.
I got it bad, man. I got it bad when it comes to music.
That's how it sculpted you?
Yeah, it made me very open, and it made me very abroad of my musical intake.
So what about acting? You're gonna go back to the big screen?
Hopefully soon. You know, the thing is with that is I've been offered so many different scripts and roles. It's just I don't like to disrespect the culture and the creativity of acting. I don't think I can act just because I'm Nelly. And
well, I mean, you did a pretty good job in
Longest Yard. Well, that's because that's what I said. I want to take on roles that I find suitable for me at that time. Like that was pretty cool. I'm just playing football, hanging out with a bunch of dudes in the prison. You know.
What type of script would you like to read that would catch you? That you'd be like, that's it, I'm done.
I like action. I like action. I like action. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ready to really be crying all on camera. You know, showing a soft side, so to speak. You know, I'm not ready there yet, but I just like action. I like the nonstop.
Speed,
yeah, the speed, the drama of it all, and the intake, the movement stuff.
So when you go see a movie, does an action movie catch you more than a comedy, or
that? Yeah. action-packed. It's just I like action, but I love comedies as well.
It's not The Notebook.
No, it's not The
You
Notebook.
seen The Notebook?
No, I've never
No,
seen
I
The
call
Notebook.
you. You never saw The Notebook. So, what artists do you love working with? Like, which have been like the best artists to work with?
It's been a lot, but you know, everybody's. I've basically been able to bring out different sides in people and make people feel real relaxed when they're working with me. You know, me and Christina, you know, we had fun doing Tilt Your Head Back. I mean, obviously, me and Justin, we had a ball working with Mariah, working with Janet. But I would probably say my favorite probably would be working with. I think me, Puff, and Murph had a hell of a time making Tailfeather. You know, when we did Tailfeather, it was a good time. You know,
Bad Boys too?
Yeah, you know, we had a ball.
Any advice you have for Kiwi Box members who are thinking about getting into the entertainment industry?
I would just say learn the business.
Nelly is up in the building. What's the deal, sir?
What's good, man? How you?
I'm good. How does it feel to come and take over Madonna's house?
Oh yeah, I don't know about that.
Did you see anything left by Madonna in the house?
Nah. I heard she pretty much cleaned it out.
It's been a minute. Where you been? Are you excited about today?
Yeah, I feel real good about it, man. The crowd is crazy. I don't know, where you guys found this tent at or whatever, but that thing is what you say, massive. It really is, you know what I'm saying? But I feel good. I feel real excited. It's been about 2 to 3 years since the last time I performed over here, so I'm looking forward to it.
There's thousands of people out there. There's over 30,000 people throughout the weekend. A lot of people to please, and you got some big classics under your sleeve. What are you going to be doing today?
Really, I'm here. I have a new album coming out called Brass Knuckles. So, I definitely want to let the people know about that. But I also want to, kind of give a hell of a show, you know what I'm saying? Because, I want to show my appreciation for the support.
Is the shirt coming off and hot in here?
We'll see.
Easy on the shirt antics. So we've not even a minute into the interview and you're talking about the shirt. Now, I'm going to be real with you, Nelly. Usher was doing his thing yesterday. Madonna did her thing yesterday. There's been a lot of criticism about some of their sets, you know what I mean? Not selecting the right songs and doing the hits that people really want to hear. I know that everyone's here to promote their album, but you got to unleash the anthems for us.
No, I think it's a way to do both. I think one thing you want the people to do as well as you promote the album, but you still want them to be with you. You as an artist. You know what I'm saying? So I think they'll get it. I think they'll understand that I have a new project coming out, and they're also gonna realize why they messed with Nelly in the first place. You also want to hit them with some of those joints. So we'll see.
Now, off of the new project, the first single is a single with Fergie, Party People.
Crazy.
How is that doing for you?
How crazy, shout out to my girl Fergie. She's a cool person. She's the type of person that you really got to meet to kind of understand. And once you do, you're like, wow. She's chill. But the single's unbelievable. Produced by my man Polo the Don. It's been knocking. It's a club banger. You got to check it out.
I have to be honest with you, yeah? And I'll keep it real.
Yeah, of course.
When I first heard it, I was like, hot in here.
Yeah.
Is it hot in here? I don't know. I love Flap Your Wings because I'm a DJ. So when I drop that in the club, the ladies are like, woo! They're like pigeons all up in the club. But then I'm listening to the single, I'm like, do I get it? But you know what? I've got it,
You got it.
I've definitely got it. I want to know if you've got it though, Max.
You got it?
Do you know what? Fergie's my girl. And you know what's hot on the record is she represents for the women. Because like you're walking up with your gang in a video, but Fergie's representing hard too. Did you enjoy that battle element?
Well, that's her. See, that's not acting or anything. That's how she is. That's why I say she's one of those people that you got to meet. Because once you get her, you're just like, oh, you're just cool. She's so down to earth. She works hard. She's talented, and she deserves everything that she's got coming to her.
Here's the thing, Christina Aguilera, Fergie, Justin Timberlake, what's that country and western dude?
Tim McGraw.
There you go. You really do not care about this so-called street credibility. You will rap with anyone you want to work with. Like, what's got you in that space where you don't care what people think?
Because I want talent credibility. You feel what I'm saying? That's the credibility that I want. I'm from the streets. I don't need a street credibility. Not saying that, I'm knocking anybody else that does their own thing, but it's just I want to create. I want to do things that are inspirational, things that are never been done before. I want to push boundaries. I think it's hip hop's job to push boundaries and let people know that other forms of music are hot too.
So you've been away for a little while.
Yeah.
What have you been doing with yourself?
Just working, man. You know, about the Apple Bottoms thing, we just celebrated our 5th year anniversary this year, so we've really been going hard with that. I've been doing a lot of my non-for-profit work with For Sure for Kids and Just Us for Jackie, the things that we do as far as in the neighborhood and our charitable work. And Dirty ENT, the label. You know, Murphy Lee has a new album coming out. We got a new St. Lunatic project about to come out in a minute. We have a new artist by the name of Avery Storm that you guys are going to hear from real soon. He was in the Nasty Girl remix with myself, Puff, and Jagged Edge. And just getting ready for this year. Just ready for brass knuckles.
I was told by a little birdie, it took a hell of a lot to get you over here. You don't like to fly.
Yeah, man, I ain't too keen on the flying, you know. I like to keep my feet on the ground.
Yeah, but you must tour like the world all over and doing states to states in like America. That must mean a lot of flying for you.
Well, you know, we always do things we don't like to do. You know, I have to do it. I have to come over and see the fans in the UK. They've been supporting me. You know, I have to see the rest of the fans around the world that supporting me. So I bear down and I get on.
Now we see the tough side. We see the tough side of you in Longest Yard as well. So what is it that you don't like about flying? Let us into the world of Nelly.
My feet leaving the ground. It's just, it's just when you're up there in that plane. It's just, what if something goes wrong right now? You know what I'm saying? It's just an accident. That's all it is. It's just an accident. You know, it's just like. So I feel better if they gave parachutes on the plane. No, for real. When if they would just, it only makes sense. Why aren't they want to give you life rafts underneath the seat? It's like, yo, I can swim. I don't care where I prefer swimming than flying any day.
I don't want to scare you, but if a plane drops out of the sky, I don't think you're gonna be thinking about
parachute. That's what I'm saying. No, I listen. I'll jump out now. You know, if that's my last hope, I'll do my last chance. But they want to give you a life raft, 30,000 feet up.
So what goes through your mind then when the turbulence hits? Because I know I've been on some planes and I don't mind flying.
Surely this man's gonna be even more scared about flying home after you.
No.
Then he's like, stop.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But you know, I'm cool. I'm cool about it. I really am cool about it. It's just something that I just would prefer not to do. Not something that I don't do or I won't do. It's just something that I prefer not to do. If I had a choice between a 12-hour bus ride as opposed to a 2-hour plane ride, I'll get on the bus.
Seriously? Okay.
Easy.
Usher's on your album as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on my new album, man. We got a song called Long Night. That's crazy.
You know where she's going with this?
Can you just stop?
You know where she's going with this?
Don't focus on you and me talking right now. So Usher was like saying to me, right? He was like, Max, on the real, since I'm kind of off the market, girls are on me even more. They like it when a man is not attainable. Yeah. So now Kelly Rowland, who we're going to talk about in a moment, me and her were having a giggle. Nelly's off the shelf now. He's got Ashanti. He's all hooked up and stuff. 2 questions. Do you get more women trying to hit on you now that you've got a woman like Usher?
You're smooth with that.
I told you what she was going to do.
She's a professional.
Thank you.
She's a real professional with this. I don't know. You know, me and Ashanti, we're real good friends.
Do not do Rihanna and Chris Brown. Do not do
Rihanna and Chris Brown.
We're not having that. We're not having that.
No, she's obviously beautiful. She's talented. You're both high profile. We understand why you want to keep it private and stuff, but hey, you guys are official. Everyone knows. What's the deal?
Well, if they know, then what are they asking me for?
Are you
know what I'm
happy?
saying? I'm just like, we have a lot of fun together.
Okay, so
We have
can
a
you see
lot
you
of
not
fun
getting
together.
hitched?
I think right now our careers are both at a full steam ahead right now, and I think that's really what, you know, she's getting hitched to at this point. And my new album, Brass Knuckles, which will be in June, is what I'm getting hitched to.
He's a professional.
So you say you're here now doing promotion. Ashanti ain't with you, right?
No, she's promoting her new album, which is coming out, The Declaration. You make sure you go check that out.
Professional.
When was the last time you spoke to her? How often do you like check in with each other?
I shot her an email today. I said hi.
Okay,
you
so
know.
you said hi. Like when you
I said hi, and I told her mother Happy Mother's Day.
Okay.
Because, you know, and Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. You know, definitely, so.
So like a woman's got to be real secure when you go out with an artist that's high profile. I said the same thing to Usher, you know, like for you, on the real, you must get chirps everywhere you go. Like does Ashanti like text you and be like, Nelly, you better behave yourself, I got my spies out. What's the deal?
With what?
With that, like she's, you know, do you have those? Because you're like most of your fans, let's be real, girls, right?
I don't. Yes, a large portion of my fans are definitely from the female population.
Can I just
I'm
say?
gonna keep talking to you about that later.
Can I just say, the smile on your face when you said that. I know why you're happy.
Yeah.
He's
But
love.
the smile on your face.
Oh,
Are you in love?
I'm in love with brass knuckles. June 23rd.
Do you want me to stop her?
Make sure you check that out.
Do you want me to stop her then?
I don't think anyone can. You know what I'm saying?
I think. Let's just look at her. I'll take off the glasses. He's not even admitted to it.
We
Max.
go out. We go out. I mean, that's obvious. We go out. We have fun. We attend functions and events together, and we hang.
If Shawnee asked Ashanti out, would that upset you?
You would have to ask her.
You know what? Probably he wouldn't be upset because I ain't got muscles like him. He's gonna be like, that brother ain't got a chance in hell.
Nah.
Leave that.
Well,
now, what was you gonna say?
No, go ahead.
No, because if you want to talk about Ashanti,
I'm waiting on you. I was like, go ahead, you're saving me. Go ahead. You're a good man. And we are the pop music. We are the most popular music on the planet. We have, kids grow up now and it's all they know. They've been, hip hop. So it's up to us to bring the influences of the rock through the hip hop. We got to show them that rock is cool. We got to show them that country music is cool. Because if not, them kids are just going to follow us straight with all the music. It's up to us. That's why I say it's up to us to show them, like, that's why we don't have bands anymore. Like, we don't have, like, the Earth, Wind & Fires or the Gap bands and the black music bands like we used to have back in the day. Why? Because hip-hop hasn't said it yet. Once we say it, because we want to get the kids interested. We do that, and then the kids are going to want to play instruments. They are going to want to do that. But, you got to show them that, it's cool to do it.
What was the overall vibe that you were going for in Brass Knuckles? Now it's done.
Right. It's kind of like my Guns N' Roses theory a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really going around punching people in their face, But it was the best way that I could explain just how hard I thought this album would hit. It is a little more. You know what I'm saying? It is a little more of that than the. Even though I still got those feels, I still got that feel on there. I got a song called One and Only that's got more of a melodic feel. That's a little bit. And of course, the song I did with Usher is definitely. The ladies, I think, are definitely gonna love that one.
You get to hear that?
Yeah, you get a chance to hear that one. But the album is a little more up tempo, a little more like what my nephew would call it, a little more country grammarish. Yeah.
Your last record, I guess, came out 4 years ago then.
Yeah.
And I mean, the industry had changed so much.
Drastic.
In the last years. Yeah. What's the biggest change that you've seen in your own personal experience?
Well, obviously, besides the explosion of web music, just getting music from the web, which has this double-edged sword about it. It's a good thing, but it's such a bad thing as well, because it's bad in a way that you kind of miss that experience of going to the store, waiting for an artist's album to come out. Waiting in that line at the store, being able to go in, and sometimes you have those in stores where the artists are there, or just wanting to go in and just get the artwork, just want to read the back and see the credits and see who the producers is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's part of the experience. And now you kind of don't do that because you could just be walking on your way to work, hit a button or two and download a person's album, or you can buy the song that you want, and it's kind of like, wow. I'm glad I come from the CD era. I think more or less our parents came from the record era. We're more of the CD era. We watched it come in and now we're watching it go out. So as well as our parents did with records. They watched the records come in, now they watch the records go out.
Something like your kids are like the MP3 era.
Yeah, they're the MP3 era. They're not going to understand what they missed because they never really did it. They never really had a chance to save their money up to buy their first record. The first record, and then you have to keep it clean. You don't want to scratch it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you get a scratch on it, and you're like, oh man, you're blowing dust off of it. You're wiping it down every other week, and you know, I did that with my LL Cool J record. You know.
Speaking of YouTube, I saw a video you did a couple weeks ago. You talked about how the first beats you rapped over were Kanye West.
Yeah.
Was that at the high point? Was Kanye there?
No. This was like early 98.
Really?
It's like early 98. Actually, I was working with the production company I was signed to, 4 Real Entertainment. There was a guy named Kuda Love. Kanye was in New York working with, I don't know if he was working with D-Dot. I think it was a guy by the name of D-Dot at this time. I'm not too sure. I don't want to be quoted on that, but I think he was working with D-Dot, and he was getting this, Kanye was just getting his grind on. And, I met him, and I came up and I was to do a song with a guy by the name of Cardan, who at that time was a part of Harlem World, and a female rapper out of Memphis called Gangsta Boo. And Gangsta Boo was on Cardan album, and they asked me to jump on the record. And I was like, yeah, And I came up with the hook, and they was like, yo, this is a young kid, his name's Kanye, and he makes beats, and it's crazy. We talked, and we found out he was from Chicago, I was from St. Louis, we was just hanging. And the beat that he had was crazy. Kanye always was talented, you know what I'm saying? You could just tell, and, he always said that he was going to be exactly where he's at, maybe in a different way. But he knew it, and, no one believed in himself as much as he did, as far as knowing that he had the capabilities, and I believed him totally. Got another song that I did with Chuck D from Public Enemy. It's called Self-Esteem, that I think is incredible. What we were able to do with that was real inspirational. I feel real honored that he would even, get on that track. So shouts out to Chuck. I got a song called Long Night featuring myself and Usher. That's crazy. I got a song called Body on Me featuring myself, Akon, and Ashanti. And that's crazy. That's pretty hot. I also have a song called Hold Up. I did a lot of collaborations on this album. Probably more than I've ever have, but a lot. I did myself, T.I. and LL Cool J on a song that's called Hold Up. That's pretty incredible, I think.
What else is on the record? I haven't heard any of the songs yet.
Right. No, I'm
letting you it's on the record. What kind of
well, I got my big brother Jermaine Dupri. He's on the record. Me, him, and Sierra came together for a joint called "Stepped on My J's," which we're about to release in a minute. "Stepped on My J's" is I like to do more of the hip hop cultural type of songs. Like when you're talking about the gear and when you're talking about the fashion of it, as far as when Run DMC did my Adidas, we did the Air Force Ones, then we did the grills, and now we have a song called "Stepped on My J's." I grew up in the Jordan era. When you had to have the new Jordans, when the new Jordans came out, and I'm part of the reason why Jordans don't come out during the weekday anymore, because kids were skipping school. We used to skip, like Jordans come out on a Wednesday or a Tuesday, we would miss probably our first 3 classes. Because we all go over to the mall because you had to be the first ones, because you knew if you tried to go after school, it'd be sold out. There's no way. And you'd be surprised that once we get there, it's like about 2,000 other kids already there from other schools. Everybody's just there. They're waiting. It's probably a line at the Foot Locker, a line at the Champs, there's a line at the Athlete's Foot, and whatever place was selling them, it was a line. And, that was just that. It was the phenomenon of it, and we came up with a song about it. Myself and JD, and Sierra's another fan of the Jordans. So, I thought it would be hot to add that female, perspective on it, and she killed it. So that's one of the songs that we got on, and I'm really excited about.
Hey, it's going down right now. Behind the box, Nelly is in the building.
It's me and you, sweetheart. What you doing?
Oh, you show right. It's your girl Entertainment had a morning show. Baby J, cracking nuts
like
in the mix. Well, you know what? You talking about take it all off. It's kind of hot in her right now. Decided to her. You like that? It's kind of hot in her right now.
A couple of years in the loop.
Yeah, I did. I loved it too. I got in trouble. That's why they brought me right on back to Houston.
Man, there it is.
Yeah, you already know how they go.
It'll do
Yes, it will. But while we talking about being hot in here, taking off clothes. You're looking good.
Thank you, sweetheart. As you are.
Oh, well, thank you very much. But now you're not on any list that's coming out or anything like that. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what? Let me tell you what it is. All you haters out there, try going to the gym.
Wow.
For everybody that think, only people who say stuff like that is people who don't go to the gym.
Right.
If you go to the gym, you know how easy it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I go to the gym 5 days a week. You know what I'm saying? I'm none less than 2 to 3 hours a day in the gym.
Now, were you always like that?
Well, I used to go on a regular basis because I play ball. You know what I'm saying? And when you play ball like that, you get your workout regimen. Again, only people that say that type of things is the people who don't go to the gym.
You know what? We give our guy J Mac on the morning show a hard time because he got swole, but he's in the gym every day.
There it is. If
2 or 3 times a day.
If you see people who go to the gym every day, everything's possible. You know what I'm saying? GNC is right there. Of course, you want to go and get your supplements and all that. Learn what to take, learn what not to take, but it's nothing illegal. It's all over the counter, and GNC is the best store for it.
Well, you know what? Nelly's in the building right now, and I would say this: hip hop has gotten sexy. I don't know who kicked it off.
What it is.
But it's like a change.
No, you know what? I'm actually doing something with getting in shape through hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing out this new website called Sweatsuit. You feel what I'm saying? And what it is it's just about helping our hip hop community get in shape, because I think people want to know how to do it, but they don't know exactly. They're a little bit embarrassed and they're going.
It's a consistency,
and they don't know what to look for and all that. But if hip hop don't do it, then we won't do it, because everything runs through hip hop now.
Now I do agree with that,
because it's the life of the youth. You feel what I'm saying? So it's up to us to do it. So we're gonna spawn that off. We're gonna make sure that happen, and we're gonna get our hip hop nation in better shape. Just so we can be healthy. Everybody ain't gotta look like Nelly or look like what's the name, but we just want people to be healthy, because we want our brothers and sisters on this planet a long time.
I heard that. I love it. Y'all like Nelly. Nelly, you cool with me, man.
There it is. Quit looking at me like that across that board.
Well, you know what I'm saying. It's just me and you. We had a Shanti in here a while ago, so we good too. So I think she gonna let me make it on that one.
There it is.
Well, since I know y'all don't talk about your personal life. Well, at least, let me just say this. We always see just pictures getting dropped here and there. How do you keep your personal life off of the media circuit?
Well, I mean, you gotta have an effort to try. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I mean, come on. When you're talking about J&B, you're talking about J&B. You know what I'm saying? Together, they about $1 billion company.
I know, but they look so crazy in love too.
Well, I mean, with them, you know what I'm saying? Congratulations to J&B too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Houston. Again, but we just like to have fun. That's all.
So you and Ashanti are a couple, not a couple?
We're very good friends.
Y'all are so consistent. I love it, y'all. Nelly is in the building, so you said you're not settling down and everything yet. You got this new album, Brass Knuckles, in stores June 24th.
Man. My fifth album, but my fourth drop. Sweatsuit came at the same time, but it was 2 albums, so I'm really excited, man. I ain't gonna sit up here and be like everybody else every time they drop an album. This is my best album. This is my best album. No, but I tell you what, it go hard.
It go hard?
It go hard.
Now, why you gotta bring the Brass Knuckles out? What's that all about?
That's like my Guns N' Roses theory, you feel me? It's kind of like my best way for me to describe just how hard I thought this album would hit you. It's nothing like that. I went through a little difficulties when I was going through a Prince mode. I had to get my business right. I went through a period, the reason it took so long, I was going through something with my label. As far as financially, I thought I was owed dividends all the way back from Country Grammar, and I had not, received those yet, and I feel like I was being stalled out. Wow. And being that for that case, in certain situations contractually, I had to deliver a single per se at a certain time and place. I didn't have to turn in my album though, but but I had to deliver a single. So that's kind of how the What's Your Name thing came about in a sort of a way. You feel me? But that's not on this album. Of course, so I had to pull a Prince. You feel what I'm saying? So, but we back. We brass knuckled out. Party people, Fergalicious. I want to send a shout out to my girl Fergie H-Town. Yo, you know what? I gotta bring Fergie down here.
I love Fergie. She was just here for the rodeo.
No, I know that, but I gotta bring her back for the go-go.
Oh.
You feel what I'm saying? For how we do it, cause she love to party, man. She love to have fun, and she's real open, and she's a great girl.
Oh yeah, I love Fergalicious. Now, how did you hook up with her, and how did you get all these different people on your album?
Through my man Polo. But
that's a big producer
Fergie,
for those who don't know.
Polo the Don, you know what I'm saying? He did Glamorous for Fergie and a lot of other stuff. He did Pimping Around the World for Ludacris.
Yeah.
Pimping all over the world.
Just did Usher Love in the Club.
Usher Love in the Club. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man You. Who's also on my album. Yo, we got a mean joint.
All right, what's your
Let me tell you something. This joint me and Usher got on here, it's called Long Night. And I'm just here to tell you, it's nothing like you never heard. And I like to create with people. I don't like it when people send me tracks and I get on it or that, even though it happens.
So that's your process? You go in the studio? What's the process?
Because, I mean, it depends on who I'm working with. You feel what I'm saying? I like to get in, I like to vibe with people because I want them to be them on the track. That's why I'm coming to them. I don't want them to come and do me. You feel what I'm saying? I want you to come do you. Because I feel like we can work like that. I can work with anybody, man. If the song is a hit, the song is a hit.
Is that how you kind of like fused up with Tim McGraw?
Yeah, man.
Because I love Over and Over Again.
I appreciate it. I appreciate people who love creativity.
Yeah, I was like,
you know you got your haters out here who think people should stay in the box and they got this idea of what they think hip hop should be. But hip hop is a movement. It's a way of life. It's not just one direct arrow. You feel what I'm saying? There's no arrows on hip hop. It's a circle.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That means it's surrounding. So, you know, it's a beautiful thing when I can do that. But like I said, on my album, I got my man Usher on my album. I got my man Akon on my album. I got my big brother Jermaine Dupri and Sierra with this new song called Stepped on My J's. You know, that's going to be a monster when I tell you. It's like Grills and Air Force Ones on steroids.
Oh, is that right?
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
did something happen? Somebody was in the club?
Well, I grew up in that Jordan era. You feel what I'm saying? I'm part of the reasons why Jordan stopped coming out in the weekday. Because, you know, I used to skip school and you go to the mall, it's like you and 5,000 other kids and second period is gone. You feel me? So now they come out on Saturdays and stuff like that. But, you know, if you come to the 97.9 website, you can get a little teaser on the Stepped on My J's. You know what I'm saying? We put that out there just so people can see. Got a dance to it and everything. But the dance ain't on there, but you can hear, you know, where we going with it.
Get a little snippet of it. KBXX.com.
Yo, I also got a joint on there that's like one of my all-time favorite songs I ever did called Self-Esteem, featuring myself and Chuck D.
Self-Esteem. Talk about that.
Yo, it's just like, it's a real motivating song. You feel me? BET kind of used it during their Black History Month. If you got a chance to do that. But, yo, it's one of my all-time favorites. I feel real privileged that Chuck D would even give me 16 bars of possibly one of the illest 16s he never put down on my album. And it's crazy, man. It's real inspirational. I can't wait for people to hear it. Also, I got a joint on there called Hold Up. Now, check out this collaboration. It's myself, T.I., and LL Cool J. And when I say go hard, it go hard, Lil Dirty. All day, cuz. Yo, what else I got on there?
You are just beaming. Like, you got the Kodak smile on right now.
No, for real, because I'm real excited about this album because I don't think people get it. You know, I think the best thing that ever happened to me was a 4-year hiatus. You feel me? Because not only did it bring back why I got in this game in the first place and the reason why I worked so hard in the beginning, you know, to keep it going, but it also showed me who was really with Nelly. You know what I'm saying? Who was really with Nelly, who was really with Dirty ENT and St. Lunatics and not just riding the wave of St. Louis because we was hot at that time.
So you had a lot of hard times during this 4-year hiatus? Not necessarily financially.
Not hard times. Not hard times because everything that I built my own lane. You feel what I'm saying? You can't, you know, when you hear people like, yo, he's not going to do it again, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. Compared to who? Compared to myself? Who are you comparing me to? You feel me? Now you talking about an era where you sell 2 or 3 million records and hey, that's the biggest thing going right now. You feel me? You got a man, I love Kanye West. Shout out to my man Ye. Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all check out that Glow in the Dark tour too. It's bananas.
Oh yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like my man come out and he do like 1 million the first week and you know he's just now at 2 million. You feel what I'm saying? So, and that's possibly the biggest album of the year for me. You feel me? What I'm saying? So it just lets you know what the market is, you know. So it's kind of hard, but it's a beautiful thing, sweetheart. Like I said, I'm here, and I'm appreciating the fans that's rolling with me. Trust me, I got you.
All right.
I got you. You're going to stand up on Dirty again this year. I promise you.
Houdini being one of the great groups of all time, and obviously you know about the group thing with the St. Lunatics. Right. But have you ever thought about maybe forming a super group with some of your friends, like you and a T.I. and somebody like that, some of your close
You know what? I don't know who you've been talking to, but you must have been talking to somebody. But it's definitely been talked about. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely trying to put something together right now, trying to work on something that can be truly outstanding. You know, I think people kind of get it. You know, I've always been one of them people that, you know, I guess people want me to be a certain way, I guess, because all the success that I had, but that just never really been me. You know, I'm never, you know, I feel real fortunate to sell the amount of records that I have, but I just like to hang, yo. I don't care if you sold one record and I sold this. We can kick it. You know what I'm saying? It's not that type of thing for me, but we're definitely working on something that can be crazy. Yeah, maybe. You know, I don't want to say yeah or nay, but that's my man. You know what I'm saying? Tip is my man. Tip is not. I'm talking about music. That's my man.
And last thing I heard, which is a great thing, I heard you and KRS-One was
backstage, chopping it up. Yo, you know what? Like I said again, I think it was a misunderstanding on my part, but I think it was a rush to prejudge on his. So I think, you know, after we both saw the type of thing that we were kind of, that I thought we were doing, you feel what I'm saying? Like I thought I was doing something, and I probably, I don't know what to say. He's the teacher. So I don't want to say he made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we definitely backstage. It's always a beautiful man. I love the man. Like I said again, if it wasn't for him, I might not be here. You know, I don't know what would I be without Wadadadang and Love's Gonna Get You. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, we chopped it up, man. And you never know. Look for us to, you know, get busy.
Nelly, all week you've been very cool. You've been chilling. You gotta be feeling some of the nerves. I'm thinking. This is 1 billion people.
But now that you mentioned it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I hadn't really known the count, but now that I do, you got me pretty choked up.
Okay, 120 countries maybe.
Oh, that makes it better. No, it's big for us, you know. Like I said, just keep getting bigger and bigger, man. I'm just going with it. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, now who are you looking forward to as part of the show, though? Because you're a fan too.
Right, exactly. And you know, this is something new for me, so I'm looking forward to seeing basically everybody. You know, it's my first one outside of the States as far as award shows, and man, I'm just excited about it, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm still looking around, see if I miss nobody. So I'm looking for the prince, though. You know what I'm saying?
We know we controlling this ourselves, so we put forth our best effort at once, no doubt.
No doubt. Now, you gonna be at the MTV Music Awards?
Yeah. We're gonna perform at the pre-show, the 7th, the same day as the MTV Awards. I'm gonna present an award at the MTV Awards. You know what I'm saying? The Lunatics, we also got the single King of the City on the King of Comedy soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? And we got something on, what's the other one? The Bait soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? Icy. Yeah, the James Fox movie.
Now, we got a little inside scoop. You know Carl Thomas?
Yeah.
Right, we heard that Carl Thomas made a promise with you to sing at your platinum party. Is that true?
Yeah, well, you know, Carl, that's my dirty right there. You know what I'm saying? He made me, you know what I'm saying? He gonna do it.